In the journey of your soul, there are moments when the universe removes people from your path, not as punishment, but as protection. You may have poured your heart into someone who saw your light and still chose to look away. But this message isn't about your loss, it's about your awakening. You are not the one who was left behind. You are the one being called forward. You are a rare gem, a divine spark wrapped in kindness, loyalty, and truth. You brought your full, vibrant energy into a connection that could not hold your weight, not because you were too much, but because they were not ready for someone of your magnitude. They didn't see the diamond in their hand, they saw a pebble, and they treated it accordingly. But the truth is, they didn't fumble you by accident. Spirit says they were never meant to carry what was never theirs to hold. The imbalance in your connection was a divine signal. You were giving, nurturing, waiting, hoping for reciprocity that never came. You asked for honesty, and were met with silence. You stood in your truth, and they responded with confusion or avoidance. This mismatch of energy wasn't your fault. It was your signal to rise. The ending may have felt like a sudden storm. One moment you were holding space for growth, and the next you were left with unanswered questions and unresolved pain. But that storm didn't come to destroy you. It came to clear the way. In its wake, clarity has bloomed. You now know what you will never accept again. Spirit wants you to know this. They may have walked away, but they didn't walk forward. They are stuck in a cycle of lessons they refused to learn. Losing you was not just an event. It was the beginning of their karma. They didn't just lose love. They lost an angel in disguise, a mirror of truth, a soul sent to awaken them. And now that mirror is gone. You may still feel the ache of the loss, the longing for closure, the desire for understanding. But your healing is not contingent on their apology. Your peace is not bound to their recognition. The closure you seek is found within your own sacred reflection. The universe is saying you were enough then, you are enough now, and you always will be. Their karma is not for you to witness. Spirit is protecting your path from distractions that no longer serve your growth. While they face conflict, confusion, and emotional turmoil, your future is unfolding in grace. They may remember you with longing, but it will be too late. You are not returning to the version of yourself that tolerated mistreatment. You are rising into wholeness, into divine self-worth. The one who left will remember your love in moments of silence, but your silence will speak louder than your words ever could. Spirit is already preparing a new chapter for you, one filled with emotional intelligence, deep understanding, and mutual care. The love you gave so freely will return to you, not in fragments, but in fullness. There is someone being aligned with your frequency, someone who will never need to be taught how to treat you. They will recognize your worth instantly, because they too have walked through their own fire and emerged with open eyes. You are not hard to love. You are not too much. You are just loving in a world that hasn't caught up to your frequency yet. But it's coming. What's ahead is not just healing, it's restoration. You are being prepared for divine compensation for what was lost. Spirit says, stay faithful to your journey. Let go of the need to be understood by those who were never meant to understand you. Let the divine rebalance what was broken. The justice you seek is already in motion. You may not see their downfall, but you will feel your rise. You may not receive their words, but you will receive peace. When you stop chasing closure, you make space for miracles. Your life is not about being chosen by others. It's about choosing yourself. You were always the blessing, and blessings never beg to be recognized. They shine, they transform, and they move on. Spirit asks you today, are you ready to release what was never meant to carry you forward? Are you ready to stop begging for someone to see your worth, and instead walk toward those who recognize it instantly? The moment you say yes, the healing begins. Your heartbreak is not a dead end. It's a divine detour. This chapter was never meant to define your story, only to redirect it. The soul who mistreated you will eventually meet themselves in their own chaos. That is not your burden. That is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to heal, to forgive, not to excuse, but to free yourself. You are not here to suffer endlessly over people who could not match your energy. You are here to rise, and rise you will. The universe is proud of how you loved. Spirit saw the effort you made, the patience you offered, the grace you extended. And now, you are being asked to offer that same grace to yourself. Wrap your heart in kindness. Speak life over your wounds. You did your best. And now your best days are coming. And now repeat this prayer with me. Dear God, I release all who could not honor my heart. I let go of those who mistook my love for weakness, and I choose peace. I am not broken. I am awakening. I am not lost. I am realigning. I give thanks for the lessons, and I embrace the healing now unfolding. Lord, guide me through this pain with wisdom. Help me rise from this ending into the new beginning you have prepared for me. I forgive myself for staying too long, for trying too hard, for loving without limits. I was doing the best I could with what I knew. May the person who hurt me walk their path with grace, learning the lessons they refused to hear from me. May they find their own peace. I call back all the energy I gave to people who could not return it. I reclaim my worth. I reclaim my joy. I reclaim my wholeness. Fill the empty spaces in my heart with divine love. Send me those who will see me clearly, love me fully, and walk beside me faithfully. I choose to release the need for closure. I choose to receive clarity from within. Spirit, be my guide and my source of strength. May I never lower my light to be accepted. May I always shine in my truth, knowing that the right souls will always find me. And so it is. Amen.